if the Sorting Hat could tell the future? Okay, my first point is, the Marauders, James Potter, Sirius Black, Remus Lupin, and Peter Pettigrew. They're all in Gryffindor, right? And the reason is because if they weren't, James would have meant Lily, which means that the Wizarding world would have ended because Harry Potter would not have been born, which is just a little thing, Sort of similar to that last point. Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron were all in Gryffindor when Harry could have been in Slytherin, Ron could have been in Hufflepuff, and Hermione could have been in Ravenclaw. But if they weren't, then Harry would have been in Slytherin, which means no friends, because everybody's dad's their feet or something. And that means he would have been by himself and probably died on like the second year. So the only reasonable solution is that the Sorting Hat can tell the future, and he's like, if I don't put these three in the same, in the same house, that sort of makes sense for all of them, then the Wizarding World will end. So, of course, I need to sort out a house that can fit all of them in, which is not Ravenclaw, because of Ron, which is not Hufflepuff, really, because of Hermione, and not Slytherin, because of Hermione and Ron. So, of course, the only reasonable solution is Gryffindor. Oh, and this is a big one that'll need a lot of explaining. Voldemort, even though he was like in Slytherin, because he has all the traits, he has a bunch of traits from Gryffindor, being bravery, determined, nerve, rebellious, and technically passion, because he's a bit hot-headed. And if he were to be in Gryffindor, we have McGonagall and Dumbledore on his watch, which wouldn't be very good for him, because he'd probably be kicked out on the first year. And since, Slughorn was his head of his house, and, most of his teacher for most of the time, and over his party, that means, so they were sort of mates, So, of course, he probably wouldn't kick him out if he had to. It's sort of like McGonagall with Harry and Ron and stuff. So, if it was McGonagall, then, of course, he wouldn't have been there for quite as long. And even though this sounds great, Wizarding World would have never started, that also means that Harry probably wouldn't have been born. Because, of course, there's something that will go on there. Because Harry Potter believes in the butterfly effect, where basically, if you go back in time and change one thing, a bunch of other things will change due to that. And if that were to be true, then there's a high chance James would have had a kid with Lily a lot later. Which might mean even Harry wasn't born in general, which would have just ruined the movie. I don't know what it would be called, Ron and Hermione? Or even so, they might not be born because of the Wizarding War. Maybe Hermione would be a muggle because of that? Who knows? So, of course, the only reasonable answer is the Sorting Hat gives them not the house that they really need, but the one that'll help them complete the future. Yeah, so, I really like these theories. I'm planning on another one for another game. And, honestly, I think I want to do another one. I've had this theory in my head for ages, probably. And I really like doing voiceovers, where, of course, I just play a game for a little bit, record it, and then I'll do a voiceover over it. It's probably my favourite thing to do. A voiceover over. Jesus. Yeah, probably one of my favourite types of videos. But I do like the 4 series that I'm currently working on. I think that's also pretty good. I'll see you on the next theory. I think this one could generally be correct. See you later, alligators. Tell me if you have something that could disregard this. See you later, alligators.